Hello friends. So let's talk about SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is strategic planning tool used to evaluate strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of an organization or a project. Strengths are the internal positive factors that are within the control of the organization, such as its resources, capabilities, reputation, and competitive advantage. To identify strengths of an organization, you can start by asking yourself and other stakeholders questions uh, such as what does the organization do well? What are its unique resources, assets, or capabilities that give it a competitive advantage? What do customers, partners, and employees say are the organization's strengths? What are the most successful products, services, or processes of the organization? What are the organization's achievements and awards? What is the organization known for in the market? What is financial health of the organization? And what are its revenue streams and profit margins? What is the expertise, experience, and qualification of the leadership and staff? So these questions can help you identify the internal positive factors that distinguish the organization from its competitors and create value for its stakeholders. You can also use tools such as surveys, interviews, and data analysis to gather more specific and objective information about the organization's strengths. Once you have identified the strengths, you can use them to inform your strategic decisions such as positioning, branding, innovation, and talent management. Weaknesses are the internal negative factors that are within the control of the organization, such as its deficiencies, its limitations, challenges, and areas for improvement. To identify the strengths of an organization, you can start by asking yourself and other stakeholders questions such as what does the organization struggle with? What are the areas where the organization lags behind its competitor and market trends? What do customer, partners, and employees say are the organization's weaknesses? What are the most common complaints or issues raised by the customers or partners? What are the bottlenecks, inefficiencies, or bottlenecks in the organization's process or systems? What is the organization's financial health, and what are the costs, debts, or risks that weigh it down? What is the expertise, experience, and qualification of the leadership and staff? And are there any gaps or limitations? What are the external threats that exploit the organization's weaknesses? Okay, so these questions can help you identify the internal negative factors that hinder the organization's performance, reputation, and growth potential. You can also use tools such as surveys, audits, and benchmarks to gather more specific and objective information about the organization's weaknesses. Once you have identified the weaknesses, you can use them to inform your strategic decisions such as process improvement, risk management, skill development, and resource allocation. By addressing the weaknesses, the organization can enhance its competitive position, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. Opportunities are the external positive factors that are outside the control of the organization, such as the market trends, new technologies, partnerships, customer needs. And here's how to identify the opportunities. So you can ask a question like, what are the emerging market trends and consumer behaviors that the organization can tap into? What are the gaps or unmet needs in the organization's target market that the organization can address? What are the external factors such as new technologies, regulations, or geopolitical changes that can create new opportunities for the organization? What are the strengths and core competencies of the organization that can be leveraged to enter new markets or products or service lines? What are the partnership, collaborations, or joint ventures that the organization can pursue to expand its network, resources, or expertise? What are the customer feedback, reviews, or suggestions that highlight the areas of improvement or innovation for the organization? And what are the competitors or industry peers doing that the organization can learn from or differentiate from? So these questions can help you identify the external positive factors that can enhance the organization's performance, reputation, or growth potential. You can also use tools such as market research, customer surveys, and industry analysis to gather more specific and objective information about the opportunities. Once you have identified the opportunities, you can use them to inform your strategic decisions, such as new product, new service development, market entry, innovation, and strategic partnerships. So by seizing the opportunities, the organization can enhance its competitive position, customer satisfaction, and revenue potential. Uh, the threats are the external negative factors that are outside the control of the organization, such as competition, economic downturns, legal and regulatory changes, natural disasters. Here's how to identify the threats. So we should ask the following question. So what are the emerging market trends and consumer behaviors that may pose a risk to the organization's current business model or value proposition? What are the external factors such as new technologies, regulation, or geopolitical changes that may disrupt the organization's operation, supply chain, or market access? What are the competitors or new entrants that may pose a threat to the organization's market share, pricing power, or customer loyalty? What are the internal weaknesses or challenges such as lack of resources, outdated processes, or organizational culture that may limit the organization's ability to adapt or innovate? What are the customer feedback, reviews, or complaints that highlight the areas of dissatisfaction or potential loss of revenue or reputation? What are risks associated with the organization's stakeholders, such as suppliers, partners, or investors that may affect the organization's financial stability or strategic goals? What are the potential crises or disasters scenarios such as natural disasters, cyber attacks, or public health emergencies that may disrupt the organization's operation, reputation, or legal liability? So these questions can help you identify the external negative factors that can pose a risk or challenge to the organization's performance, reputation, or growth potential. You can also use tools such as risk assessments, scenario planning, and stakeholder analysis to identify and prioritize the most critical threats. Once you have identified the threats, you can develop contingency plans, risk mitigation strategies, or scenario simulations to prepare for potential impacts and minimize their negative effects. By proactively addressing the threats, the organization can increase its resilience, agility, along the and long-term sustainability. Okay, so here's our example. So for example, you are conducting a SWOT analysis for a small e-commerce company that sells handmade jewelry online. So here's how we conduct a SWOT analysis for this example. So let's talk about the strengths. So here are some strengths you could identify. The unique and high quality products. So the company sources its materials from ethical and sustainable suppliers, and its products have a distinctive style and craftsmanship that appeals to a niche market of environmentally conscious and fashion-forward customers. And the second strength is strong online presence. So the company has a well-designed and user-friendly website, active social media accounts, and positive customer reviews that help increase brand awareness and loyalty. The third is the efficient logistics and customer service. So the company has established partnerships with reliable shipping and payment providers, and its staff is responsive and helpful to customer inquiries and feedback. The next one is the cost-effective operation. The company uses cost-efficient production methods and minimizes overhead expenses such as rent, utilities, and inventory storage, which enables it to offer competitive prices and maximize profit margin. And the next strength is entrepreneur leadership. The company's founder and management team has extensive experience in e-commerce and jewelry design, and they are passionate about sustainability and social responsibility, which inspires their employees and customers. Okay, so by identifying these strengths, the company can leverage them to improve its marketing, operations, innovation, and talent management strategies. For instance, the company could emphasize its unique and eco-friendly products and its advertising campaigns, expand its product line to cater to more diverse customer segments, streamline its logistics and customer service processes to enhance customer satisfaction and retention, invest in new technologies and design trends to stay ahead of the competition, and recruit and retain employees who share the company's values and vision. Okay, so how about the weaknesses? Uh, the weaknesses. So let's talk about the weaknesses. Okay, so the first thing we can see here is a limited brand recognition. So the company is relatively new in the market and lacks the visibility and reputation of established competitors, which hinders its customer acquisition and trust building efforts. Okay, so number 2 is inconsistent product quality. So some of the company's products have defects or variations in design, sign, or materials, which lead to customer complaints and returns and damage the company's brand image and customer loyalty. And the next is limited scalability and inventory management. The company struggles to keep up with the demand fluctuations and inventory turnover, which leads to stockouts, delays, and missed sales opportunities. And it lacks the resources and system to scale up its production and logistic capacity. Okay, so next the next weaknesses is the limited payment and shipping options. The company only accepts a few payment methods and partners with a limited number of shipping providers, which limits its convenience and accessibility to customers and may discourage international orders. Okay, and finally, is the inadequate website design and user experience. So the company's website is slow, cluttered, and hard to navigate, which discourages customers from exploring the product range and completing the purchase process. And it lacks interactive and engaging features that enhance customer satisfaction and retention. So by identify so by identify these weaknesses, the company can develop strategies to address them and improve its competitive position, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. For example, the company could invest in targeted advertising and influencer marketing campaigns to increase brand awareness and social proof, implement quality control and improve measures to reduce product defect and ensure consistency and customer satisfaction. And explore new suppliers and production methods to optimize inventory management and scalability, diversify its payment and shipping options to accommodate different customer preferences and increase global reach, redesign its website and user interface to enhance its functionality and aesthetics and provide personalized and engaging customer experiences. Okay, so let's move to the opportunities. So here are some opportunities you could identify. The first is growing demand for sustainable and ethical products. So as consumers become more conscious of their environmental and social impact, there is an increasing demand for products that are eco-friendly, fair trade, and locally made. The company can leverage its handmade and personalized approach to appeal to this niche market and highlight its commitment to sustainability and ethical practices. Number 2, social media marketing and influencer partnerships. So social media platforms such as Instagram and TikTok have become powerful channels for e-commerce brands to showcase their products and connect with potential customers. The company can leverage its visually appealing and unique jewelry designs to build a strong social media presence and collaborate with influencers and micro-influencers to reach a wider audience and increase its brand awareness. Okay, so number 3 is international expansion and diversify product lines. So the company can explore new markets and expand its customer base by offering international shipping and localized product lines that cater to the cultural and uh, aesthetic preferences of different regions. For example, the company can create a line of jewelry inspired by different cultural traditions or collaboration with local artisans to offer unique and authentic products. Okay, and next, the opportunity is collaboration with complementary brands or industry players. The company can seek partnerships or collaboration with other brands or industry players that share its values, target market, or product service offerings. For example, the company can collaborate with a sustainable fashion brand to create a joint marketing campaign or offer a bundle product line. And okay, so by identifying these opportunities, the company can develop strategies to capitalize on them and enhance its competitive position, revenue potential, and customer satisfaction. For example, the company could invest in social media marketing and influencer partnerships to increase its brand awareness and customer engagement, introduce new product lines or features that cater to the emerging trends and customer preferences, expand its international reach and logistic capacity, and establish strategic partnerships or collaboration that offer mutual benefits and value to customers. Okay, so how about the threats? Okay, so what we can see here, the threats here is the increased competition and market saturation. So the market for handmade jewelry is highly competitive and new entrants are constantly emerging, making it difficult for the company to differentiate itself and maintain its market share. The company may also face pricing pressure from larger competitors or lower priced alternatives, which may reduce its profitability and customer base. Okay, the next we can see is the cyber risk and data breaches. So as an e-commerce company, the company relies heavily on its online platform and customer data to operate and grow. However, this also exposes it to various cyber security risks such as hacking, phishing, or malware attacks, which may compromise the company's reputation, financial stability, or legal liability. Okay, the next threat is the supply chain disruption and quality control issues. So the company sources its materials and products from various suppliers and artisans, which may introduce supply chain risks such as delays, quality issues, or ethical concerns. The company's reputation and customer loyalty may be affected if it fails to ensure consistent quality and sustainability standards. Okay, the next is changes in consumer preferences and purchasing behaviors. The company's success depends on its ability to anticipate and adapt to changing consumer preferences and purchasing behaviors. However, this can be challenging if the company lacks sufficient market research or customer insights, or if it fails to keep up with emerging trends or technologies. Okay, and the last one is the regulatory and legal compliance. So the company may be subject to various regulation and legal requirements such as tax, data protection, consumer protection, or intellectual property rights, which may entail costs, penalties, or reputation risks if the company fails to comply with them. Okay, so by identifying these threats, the company can develop strategies to address them and mitigate their negative impact. For example, the company could invest in marketing and branding efforts to differentiate itself from competitors and build a loyal customer base, implement robust cybersecurity measures and data protection policies, establish transparent and ethical supply chain practices, conduct regular market research and customer satisfaction. Thank you for your listening.